Chapter 2, Earth, its surface and movements. We have learned that our planet Earth is a part of the solar system. But do you have any idea about its shape and its nature? When you stand in a large open field or on the seashore, the Earth appears to be a flat surface. For thousands of years, people believed that the Earth was a flat ground, and if you went too far to the edges, you would fall off. So they feared to travel far. In the year 1519, a Portuguese sailor, Ferdinand Magellan, began a long journey by ship. He started his journey from Spain and kept sailing in one direction. However, Magellan could not complete the journey since he was killed in the Philippines by natives. But his team kept on sailing. To everybody's surprise, after 3 long years of sailing, one of his ships arrived back in Spain. This meant that he had sailed around the Earth. This journey proved that the Earth is round. Astronauts have taken photographs from the space which prove that the Earth is round. It is not a perfect sphere, but slightly flattened at the top and bottom like an orange with a bulge in the center. The flat ends are called the North Pole and the South Pole, the home of the living beings. The Earth is our home planet. It is the only known place in the universe where life is possible. However, scientists are trying to find the presence of life on other planets as well. Life is possible on the Earth because of the life-supporting elements such as water, air, and land. About 3/4 of the Earth is covered by water and 1/4 is land. The land has physical features like plains, mountains, valleys, deserts, lakes, and rivers. When we see from a great distance, the sky and the Earth appear to meet. This meeting point is known as the horizon. In reality, the Earth and sky never meet. They just seem to meet at one point. Have you ever been near a sea? The place where the land and sea meet is called coast. Standing at the edge of the sea, if you see far away, you will have the same feeling that the sky and the water meet at a point, but this is not true. Do you know? From space, the Earth looks blue because of the presence of water. That is why it is called the blue planet. The atmosphere. The Earth is surrounded by a layer of air which extends up to a height of about 100 kilometers, called the atmosphere. This air enables the living beings to breathe. Earth has the right temperature. This means the Earth is neither too hot like the planet the Mercury, nor too cold like the planet the Neptune. The Earth's atmosphere has the right temperature for life to exist. The Earth's atmosphere exerts pressure on air bodies, but we do not feel it as there is air inside our bodies which balances the pressure. The atmosphere protects the Earth from heat and cold. Rotation. The Earth is not stationary. It is like a huge spinning top. It continues to spin because it is formed from a spinning cloud of gas and dust. It does not spin straight up but leans a little to one side. It spins on an imaginary line called the axis. This movement is known as rotation. The Earth takes 24 hours to complete one rotation. The rotation of the Earth on its axis causes day and night. During rotation, the part on the Earth that faces the sun receives light and has day. Thus we see that as the Earth spins, the lightened part slowly starts moving away from the sun and becomes dark, while the dark part moves towards the sun and receives light. The Earth rotates from west to east. Revolution. The Earth, while spinning on its axis, is also revolving or moving around the Sun. Like all other planets, the Earth also moves around the Sun in a fixed path called its orbit. To go around the Earth, we have to travel 40,000 kilometers. The shape of the orbit is oval, not circular. Each planet has a different orbit. Different planets revolve round the Sun in different time durations. This time duration depends upon the distance between the planet and the Sun. The Earth takes 365 1/4 days or 1 year to go around the Sun once. This revolution of the Earth around the Sun causes different seasons. We shall read about the seasons at some other time. Do you know? When it is night, for us, it is daytime in the USA. That is why call center employees go to work at night, because when it is night, the other countries may have mornings, afternoons, or evenings. Vocabulary. Atmosphere. The layer of air surrounding the Earth. Axis. An imaginary line passing through the Earth from the North Pole, which is top, to the South Pole, which is at the bottom. Orbit. The fixed path of planets around the Sun. Revolution. The movement of the Earth around the Sun. Rotation. The movement of the Earth on its axis. Main points. Life is possible on the Earth due to the presence of air, water, and right temperature. 3/4 part of the Earth is covered with water and the rest is land. The two movements of the Earth are rotation and revolution. The spinning movement of the Earth on its axis is called rotation. An imaginary line passing through the Earth from top to bottom is called axis. Rotation causes day and night. The movement of the Earth going around the Sun once in 365 1/4 days is called revolution. Revolution causes seasons.